What's up, YouTube? So, this past weekend I've been really busy, so I've been slacking off on my uploads. And then I noticed I only uploaded 2 videos last week. So today it's going to be a double upload. It might even be a triple upload. I was asked my thoughts on the dev notes and what I think about the upcoming changes on units. So I'm going to pop in here and just kind of give my thoughts real quick. If it'll load. Alright. So these ones right here. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. There's tons of videos out on YouTube right now that I've already just sat here and read this. I feel like you can read it yourself. Mola improvements are always welcome. I definitely need them. The way I do my Mola now is I just kind of sit on it until there's a unit I really want to use. So I think on my alt account I had like 20 of them, and then I pulled Kayron and Challenger Dominial like back to back, so I just stuck them all in both of those. This account I think I have like 10 I'm sitting on right now. Lilibet is going to shake up the meta, I believe. I'm not going to speculate where she is. She could be a challenge hero. She could be a banner hero. Don't know. She could be a connection hero. If I was to personally bet, I would say a challenge. But I don't know. I'm probably wrong, so it's whatever. She's going to be a great addition to anybody's kit, especially in high tier arena. And definitely in Guild Wars. Excuse me. Really is just cancer in Guild Wars. So Lilibet is a welcome addition to anybody's roster. So yeah, they're just balancing shit. Then Arbiter Vildred, I've been saying he needs a buff. So basically just getting... Like, he's gonna be really good. Straight up anti-cleave. You know, realistically, you could probably run just a solo Vildred into, like if you're in Challenger Master and you're just going up against, like, a Vildred cleave or something, and you could probably just bring him, let him get cleaved, and instantly kill their team, which is hilarious. I think it's really gonna... Like, there's not a lot of them running around out there, but I feel like it's gonna discourage people from running these level 40 Helgas. You know, level 40 Judiths. Like, I get so tired of seeing that. I'm glad I don't see it much anymore. But to me, that is just fucking sheer laziness that you can't build a unit to PvP with. It's like, I wouldn't call it an exploit. It's a clever use of game mechanics. I just think it's cheap and fucking lazy. So, if you use those heroes, you know, whatever. I just think you're fucking lazy if you don't want to build a unit completely to PvP with. That's just my opinion. I mean, disagree with that, whatever. I don't really care. So yeah, Vildred's getting a buff. Ravi is going to be very interesting. We need more Fire Bruiser options for Guild Wars. Because like the optimal team, if you don't have amazing ML units, is to run like Tri-Element, and there's really not many units that can fill that fire slot other than Kin. So having Ravi, like I have her on my alt, I don't have her on my main account. Like I'm definitely gonna build her. I think she's gonna be great on like counter set, really tanky. She's gonna be really annoying to deal with, but decently high effectiveness. Probably run her on Strax just to keep her from getting CC chained by Dizzies, because that's probably how she's gonna be dealt with. But I think her changes are very good. Sigrid, I think all they did was they took a turd and they sprinkled some glitter on it. It's still a turd. I mean, it really depends on what they did with her S3. They didn't really specify here if this is a base 30% decrease and it gets no addition from debuffs, or it's 30% per debuff, or it's 30% plus 10 for every debuff. So, like, they didn't specify here, but they said full specs will be listed in detail later on. A table below is a tentative version of her changes, so it could be more than that. But this right here, this ain't it, Chief. Like, if they gave her S3 detonate and made her a water or an ice version of Bike, and she would be insane. Like a warrior detonate, like debuff detonator or whatever. I think that would be awesome. Just make all fucking bleed heroes detonate bleeds. Give them some kind of burst with some kind of sustained DPS. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that would be great for her. As for the ones listed here, I'll just go through them real quick. Jay Kisei can be very good still. Like, one of my guildies uses her very effectively. The only reason she's not great right now is because of the meta. It's because of all the immunity sets and how high resist is. So, you gotta run her with a stripper. I would welcome Jay Kisei into my roster because I have Sage, Bale, and Sezin. So I have that really good stripper to make her shine, but some people don't. Maid Chloe, I would love Maid Chloe as well. I would run her like on offense, like Watcher Shuri, but with how many debuffers are in the game and Ayala's coming into the meta, she's just not good right now. Like, I would only use her to attack in a certain team comps. Probably tank comps that don't have a Dizzy. Because generally in Champion Plus, like, Dizzy's going to be running Ayala's on defense. Violet, they just need to fix his S2 because it's fucking terrible. Sure, a lot of people have said this, but you shouldn't Mola a skill to make it worse. Like, you want his S2 to be on cooldown. The heal doesn't really do anything. So it's literally just there for it to be on cooldown, so why would you reduce the cooldown on it? So I think that's the issue with that. BBK, I have plus 15 BBK on my alt. I love using her. I don't think there's really anything wrong with her. But I think it's kind of like Arbiter Vildred, you know, she has to take damage to do damage. But when usually if she takes damage, she's gonna fucking die. So maybe if they add some kind of mechanic where she took less damage at max health or something, just to help her survive, because any decently built BBK that does a lot of damage is only going to have, I would say at maximum, like 10,000 HP. But realistically, it's like 8.59. So, she's just going to die. Like, the only way she's really good is if you pair her with Shooting Star Arcades, which I don't have. It would be nice if I got her. But she needs something to help her survive. I'm not saying she's a great cleaver and she's just a good unit, but like, that's it. Assassin Coley, I really don't see anything wrong with her. I use her. Mine's not built, you know, crazy good. She's solid. She's got over 240 speed. I think her attack is around 2.4k or something. And her crit damage is around 200. She's not spectacular. I don't have the right gear with the right sub rolls to give her a lot of speed with good damage. Getting that gear is not easy to do, and I don't farm Wyvern as much as I probably should be, so I think she's in a good place if you have really good gear, but she does require a pretty heavy Mola investment, I think. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'll welcome any buff to her. I mean, it just says balance changes, like they could just be tweaking something in her kit that no one even really looks at. They could do something like give her more base defense. Like, you don't know what they'll do with that. And then all these random 4-stars, I think they're buffing these because nobody uses them. I like Corvus's kit, but it's niche and it's situational. Pergus is a cool unit. Like, all these units are cool, but they don't really do anything good. Like, there's just better units to use. And I would welcome seeing any buff for them. I have all of them, so. Like, some 4-stars are very good. Like, look at Sid, for example. Even like Clarissa, Angelica. like Hades. Like, there's tons of 4 stars that are really good, and these are just not on their level. So that's that, I guess. Moonlight Summon improvements. If they do this, I really hope they reimburse people that have done a bunch of Moonlight Summons and give us like 5 summons or something. That would be nice. 10 consecutive summons. I've been wanting this forever, but I think it only really carries weight if you give out some incentive to do 10 summons, like a guaranteed 4 star per 10 or something. I don't know if they would do that. I don't see why. Like, you pretty much get a 4 star every 10 summons, usually anyways. So, I don't think it would change much. Auto repeat, awesome. Auto open chests, please. Hopefully they add auto go into the fucking Goblin Gate too, because it really sucks missing that. Like, when I'm watching TV and I do an urgent mission and I just run past that thing and I'm fighting the boss already. I do that all the freaking time. Auto promote, this shit needed to happen forever ago. Inventory expansion, that shit needs to happen. So yeah, that's all that. I think they mentioned tweaking artifacts. I mentioned that in my past video. So yeah, right here, Epic 7 would like to be able to balance heroes and artifacts at 6 to 8 week intervals. So if you have Alexa's basket, you might want to hold on to it. Unless you really want something out of the artifact shop. I'm sitting on 450 dust, so I have no reason to sell anything right now. But they're probably gonna fix these garbage artifacts. So I would recommend holding on to a copy. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I'm not gonna drag this on any longer. There's some cool stuff in here. After the patch notes I'm not going to do a patch note video, but when the patch goes live on a Wednesday, I will, if there's anything worth a shit, I will delve into it in game and give my thoughts on it like I did the last patch. That video was well received. I'll probably just do that weekly. I'd rather review a patch when it's in the game than sit here and read stuff. Dev notes are a little bit different because, you know, none of the stuff is guaranteed. This is just what their intentions are. But usually if they show something like this, it's probably going to happen. So it's just a matter of when it's going to happen. But yeah, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And have a good day. Peace out.